Hi everybody, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto, and today I'm going video game and toy hunting at GameSmart, and I'm taking you all with me.
Well, you know about Retro Ghetto, collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo, I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the Retro Ghetto, come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples Settle, lock into the Retro Ghetto.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
Okay guys, so we made it to GameSmart in Yardley. It's roughly an hour's journey for myself, so not too bad. And as you can see from the footage, well worth the journey. It is absolutely floor to ceiling, wall to wall, full of everything that I love, video games and toys. And I'm going to do my best to cover every inch of it on this video for you guys. And once we've done so, we'll be heading back to the Retro Ghetto. We'll be discussing the day and I'll be showing you what I picked up in store. I love seeing so much GameCube. I'm trying to increase my GameCube collection personally, so I always love seeing GameCube out in the wild, and there's my favourite game on the title, Ikaruga. If I didn't already have that, I'd definitely be grabbing that. And as you can see guys, it's not just retro that they do here, there's also a variety of modern systems as well, so there really is something for every gamer here at GameSmart. This is definitely the largest Mega CD collection I've seen in one place in a long time, if not ever. Love seeing CD-based Sega stuff, Dreamcast, Mega CD. It's just not something that you stumble across all too often in the wild these days. It's non-existent in charity shops and car boots, and it's getting rarer in specialist game stores as well. So great to see that. And as you can see up here, some boxed toy goodness. Something which you might be seeing a little bit later on in this video as well, so stay tuned for that. That Snake Rattle and Roll is a game I've never seen before on the Mega Drive. Is it uncommon? It's something I didn't really notice when I was in store. It's more something I've seen retrospectively watching the video back. But let me know if that's something you guys have played or whether it is an uncommon title, because as I say, it's rare that I'm seeing 16-bit goodness that I've just never seen before.
So, no, no. So, no, no. So, no, no.
And as you can see, guys, there's lots of action figures here as well, lots of wrestling, and not just the newer stuff. We're going to get to the older wrestling figures shortly. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of bits and bobs, trinkets. I love digging through bins of toys. I love finding the weird and unusual figures that I've never come across before, and this is definitely a store you can do that in. This middle section is a new addition to the shop and a welcome one in my opinion. It's just several glass cases full of plastic goodness. This used to be DVDs, I believe, in this section. So yeah, it's great to see the shop's continually getting better and better. And here they are, the Hasbro goodness. So nostalgic for me, these figures. I spent many an afternoon with my brother reenacting our favourite wrestling matches. I'm so tempted to start collecting them. I just know that it's the wrong time to do so because they're getting so expensive now. But it's great to see so many Hasbros and wrestling figures all in one place because, as I say, they are getting very, very sought after now. So not only do they have all the cabinets full of action figures, but they've actually got a lot of boxed and carded figures as well. I know there's a lot of collectors out there that collect action figures and toys in that way. And yeah, always great to see nostalgic and 90s toys in mint pristine condition. There's so much going on in this store, guys, whether it's video games or toys that you're after. I've said it before, I'll say it again, there is something here for everybody. And you know, if you watch the channel, I'm going for a full Wii U set, so I was always drawn to the Wii U stuff like a moth to the flame. However, it is getting fewer and further between that I'm finding games in stores that I need. I've done a recent video on my Wii U set, so if you're interested, take a look at that, but there's not many games left that I need. And here we have Super Nintendo, my favourite system of all time. Stick around for the pickups, guys, and there might be a new SNES addition to the collection. Bloodshot. Let me know about that game. I got him to open the glass cabinet so I could look at it in a bit more detail. The cover art really grabbed my attention. It's fantastic artwork. To be honest, once I had it in my hands, the back of the game, the sort of screenshots of the gameplay didn't excite me, which is why I didn't go and buy the game. But let me know if you've played Bloodshot. Is it worth picking up? 'cause it's something I'm definitely intrigued by just for that artwork alone. Sadly, I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to in GameSmart. I could have spent at least another hour there, but I did manage to pick up some great things. We're heading back to the Retro Ghetto. Stick around. Okay, so what did you guys think? I mean, I was blown away. I haven't been to GameSmart for a couple of years now, for obvious reasons. I've been meaning to get down there. It's the last big, great video game and toy store within the local area to myself that I haven't made a video about. So I've been really itching to get down there and do this for you guys, as much as for myself, because I've been really wanting to get back there as well and do some hunting. And I was genuinely blown away. Last time I went, it was good. This time, it was great. And I love the fact that they're continually improving. Like myself in my channel, if you're not going forwards, you're going backwards. I'm always trying to do bigger and better things. And clearly they have the same mantra, because last time I went, it was good, but the shop felt bigger. There was more stuff in there, and it somehow felt more spacious. All those central glass cases with all the toys in, they weren't there before. It was just more like a DVD section before. But guys, the stock is unreal. They let me go in the back room. Obviously, I didn't do any filming in there because it's off limits to the public for the most part. But the manager, Martin, shout out to him, what a great guy. He let me in the back room, and let me tell you guys, it's one of the best stocked video game stores I've been in, full stop. It really is. If you thought there was a lot on show in the store, there's just as much great stuff in the back. He said he just can't get it out fast enough. That's obviously a sign of a good store with a good customer base in a good area where they're getting a lot of goods coming in through the door. They've got life-size figures in the back as well. Sometimes they're outside the front of the shop. So yeah, definitely worth a trip there, guys. And if you're not local, still get yourselves down there, because even if you've got to drive a few hours to get there, this is one of the most densely populated areas in Britain when it comes to video game and toy stores. You could hit up probably 4 or 5, all within sort of an hour or so of each other in that Birmingham area. So yeah, if you're thinking about having a day going game and toy hunting, definitely make sure you take a look at GameSmart. Again, I want to give a massive shout out to the manager, Martin. It was very accommodating to myself. It was a bit of a spur of the moment thing, so I hadn't let him know in advance that I was coming, but thankfully he had no problem, and thankfully the store was immaculate, as most good stores are. And yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. I kind of did my sums wrong. I only ended up having about half an hour. As I say, it was last moment, and I got there and I had a prior engagement I had to be back in my house for. So it ended up being a quick thing. I had like half an hour, but hopefully that was enough time to get you guys good footage of the store, and it was enough time for me to buy a couple of items that I'm very happy that I managed to pick up. If I had more time, I probably would have spent more money, so I think it was a bit of a gift and a curse. But what that means is I'll probably get myself back there and do a part 2 at some point in the non too distant future, because I feel like I've got a bit unfinished business with that shop for sure, just based on how much stock they had. Okay, so you know me, guys, I like to pick up both games and toys, and I can say that I managed to do both. I'm very happy with what I've got. I always do toys and things first, so let's get to that first, shall we? I have had this Mario in my collection. Oh, nearly dropped it. Mario in my collection. Oh, nearly dropped it. I've had this Mario in my collection for quite a while now. This is like the Flower Power Mario. These were made by World of Nintendo. I think they're 20-inch. And they're becoming quite sought after. I remember back in the day, you could pick these up on eBay for like £20. I think when they were brand new, they were like £55. I managed to get this one quite cheap at a toy fair a couple of years ago. And I like symmetry, and I also like to have full sets. So I always wanted the regular Player 1 Mario. You might have seen it on the video, and as soon as I walked through the doors, the first thing my eye caught, and I felt like, yeah, I'm coming back for you. To quote my friends, the Game Chasers, I knew I had to have it. And here he is. Boom. Look at that. That's a thumbnail, right? So yeah, I'm so happy to have both Marios in my collection. He had £35 on this. He did me an amazing deal. He let me have it for £25. Again, massive shout out to Martin. They do work with you on pricing there. I try not to say anything negative about the stores that I visit, largely because I love all the stores that I go to because they sell things that I'm passionate about. Equally, I know the struggles. I know how difficult it can be to run your own store in this day and age, competing with the likes of Jeff and Amazon, and especially going through everything we've been through in the last sort of 18 to 24 months. So sometimes with stores, I give you the positives, and I might not mention things like the pricing because, you know, I don't want to be disparaging about a store's pricing because, you know, that can be quite subjective. But however, I would like to say their pricing is very, very competitive. And in my experience, he was also willing to do me a deal on both the things I picked up today. So yeah, I managed to pick up this for £25. These are getting increasingly more expensive on eBay. They're going up to sort of like 60 quid. This one is by no means mint. This one looks like it's been heavily played with. Kids playing with toys, right? I mean, it's almost as if that's what they were designed for. But as you can see, there's quite a few scratches and nicks and paint and bits and bobs on it. I don't care. I will be able to clean this up once I have the time to do so. And I'm not a mint collector anyway, guys. I think the antiques trade call it patina. So that's what I'm going to go with. So yeah, just happy to have both Marios together. I feel like Luigi right now. No, Princess. I'll be Princess. Peachy. And then, you know me guys, it's a good day in the retro ghetto if I can pick up a complete in box Super Nintendo game that I don't already own. You can see from the shelves behind me how much I adore that system. And I was able to pick up a game that I've been after, and that is Lethal Weapon. Look at that. Murtaugh and Riggs. Look at that hairdo. Yeah, this is just a game that I've had my eye on for some time. It's never quite been the right time to pull the trigger. I've never quite found it for the right price. But I'm always happy to add any complete in box Super Nintendo game that I don't already own. I've not yet had a chance to play it, but if I know Super Nintendo and the early 90s, I know this is going to be an action platformer. And just to quote you a little bit from the back of the box, the crazy cop and his almost crazy partner are back to do the city a world of good. As Martin Riggs or Roger Murtaugh, you must take on drug smugglers, terrorists, the organisation, and a live bomb at a shopping mall. I mean, it's all going off, right? For what is, I'm probably sure, a very average platformer. But yeah, I love the fact that there were so many films that were turned into video games back then. And I think we need a bit more of that these days. They don't really put out crappy games anymore, do they? Everything has to be like a certain standard now and take years of development, and I just want to get more stuff out there. You know, not everything has to be AAA to be enjoyable, right? Especially if it's a franchise that you enjoy. So yeah, very, very happy to add another Super Nintendo game to my collection. I was thinking recently, actually, it's been a long time since I did a Super Nintendo collection update. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments because, yeah, I think it's time to show off my SNES collection once again. All that leaves me to do at this point is say a massive thank you again to Martin and the guys over at GameSmart. Make sure you get down there if you're in the area, guys. They were very, very hospitable to myself. I can't wait to get back there personally. But whether it's toys or games, you're not going to be disappointed. Some stores are usually heavily one more than the other, but as you've seen on the footage, they've got a lot of merchandise for both toys and video games. So yeah, get yourselves down to GameSmart. I'll put a link in the description for all of their social medias, Facebook, etc, etc. And yeah, until next time, keep playing your games, keep it retro, take care. I almost messed that up, like it's my outro. How many times have I said it? In a bit.
Retro Ghetto.